Hey Ryan, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. How's everything going?
Yeah, hey Damien, good to see you as well.
So, hey, a lot of the conversations I've been having recently is just how hospitals and healthcare networks, how they're going to dig out from this COVID-19 thing. So, what can you tell me about what you're hearing and what you've been helping people with?
Yeah, it's obviously been, one of the major considerations and factors this year, and really should be for, longer periods of time. And it's, organizations of all shapes and sizes. So private practices, one docs, all the way up to hospital, multi-hospital organizations have to figure out kind of how to approach the financials this year, how to adjust for COVID related impacts. So yeah, I'd say no matter the size or shape of the institution, based on all the conversations I've been having this year and work, I'm doing to help clients, it's really the biggest piece of the puzzle that I can impart is to take a hard analytical look at really the service model in general and your corresponding revenue cycle opportunities. So I think the U.S. health system sort of has been going on cruise control for so long that we've gotten kind of complacent in the ways in which we're delivering services, with sometimes payer relationships, even with the technologies available itself. 2020 here, and we've got digital solutions available, all sorts of analytics that we can use for efficiencies. I think it's we've kind of hit a point this year where we need to start working smarter, not necessarily harder. So determining how to factor in and incorporate telehealth services wherever and whenever you can has been obviously very important for a lot of entities. I'd say, just taking a look at charge generation and the automation that's possible there. And a lot of my work recently has been a topic of conversation. And then extending community partnerships and even the population kind of footprint has become of primary concern and importance to certain organizations, just to maximize the opportunities that they have at their disposal. So yeah, those are a few of the things that have come to the forefront and that I've been helping out with.
Interesting, yeah. So, let's say, we're managing a hospital or healthcare network. What are some of the ways we can prepare to return to revenue, so to say? Like, tell me about what seems like the series of work that we've been doing. Can you get a little bit more detail and more specifics, maybe?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously COVID took hold this year and everybody kind of quickly, I think, realized that things were not just going to instantly return to normal. So we saw firsthand, the financial impacts that COVID was having on businesses, on those healthcare entities, large and small that I was mentioning, on our clients specifically. So, we started taking a look at and thinking about ways in which we could sort of um, help to mitigate that. So initially it was just having dialogue and brainstorming, with it and behind the scenes for our clients, what to do in the moment, in the moments when COVID was starting to have those financial impacts, and then how to better prepare for what might come in the future. So, some, depending on where you're at, are looking to sort of revamp and get back to elective procedures and elective in-person appointments, and some still aren't at that point. So, it's a case-by-case basis, but, thinking proactively about what that looks like, I think everybody, is of the similar mindset that things aren't just going to return to the way they were before. So whatever the new sort of state of normal will be, you really have to take kind of a hard look at what that means for your business. Telehealth we mentioned already, so that's part of the equation, but there's also cash management to consider. We've got changing government programs, incentives, regulatory changes, all happening and potentially coming down the road as well. So it's really planning all those things out. Where do you stand once the immediate impacts of COVID sort of are gone, and we're all able to move on? You still got to address all those factors. So it's all of that. It's taking a look at, as an organization, as an entity, where are your weak points in revenue management? What do you do with your denials? Where's your service line strategy sit in relation to what's happened here this year with COVID? How's your supply chain? Do you have opportunities there? Population health? There's a ton to think about, and it's all impactful for revenue. So, I think every every organization, whether you're private practice or those large hospital integrated networks, there's a roadmap out there that they need to kind of figure out. And so kind of helping to map that out with our clients has been something I've been doing, and to help them really see where they fall in the umbrella of returning to revenue, when that's going to happen, and that roadmap that they need to get to make sure that they're maximizing those opportunities.
Yeah, Ryan, I suspect Healthcare Triangle is going to keep you extremely busy this year. It's an area I see us growing. I see us excelling in, just because, I think all the consulting professional services around EHRs have a certain baseline that they're ready and are equipped to help their clients with, like, everything from what's the best way to configure your EHR to make sure you're maximizing this automation and charge. I think what you're talking about is scratching through that surface area and making sure that everything that you do really aligns more with your business operations, more how you're actually going to deliver business as an organization, which is, to me, that's way more of a professional or even more of a consulting concept than just pure EHR configuration. So I applaud you. I appreciate all the work that you're helping with our clients, and I look forward to more to come this year as people really they deal with the different nuances that their particular hospital and healthcare organization has to balance with what the government's asking them to do, what other payers are asking them to do, et cetera. So yeah, I think it's really neat what you're doing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's both sides, but it is both sides of the equation. It's all the EHR, it's all the technology integration, and then it's the business, the operations strategy on the side. So all of your, all that telehealth, all the service line management, you have to pair that with what you're doing with your technology. So it's definitely both sides of the equation.
It's a different world nowadays. Well, hey, thanks a lot. Now I'm going to put you in the hot seat. You ready? I got a question for you.
Okay.
All right. So during COVID-19 coronavirus, what's been your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? Well, I've had a number of things up my sleeve, actually. So not being able to go to the gym, I've been doing a lot of indoor cycling. So I think I might be about ready to bite the bullet and get one of those fancy Pelotons. Yeah, we'll see. I know you're a music guy, so I will let you in on this. I have a musical history as well, and this year I started taking up the cello. So I'm still at beginner level, but that has definitely been kind of a hobby here in some downtime.
Well, that's one of my favorite textures in orchestra, man. That's fantastic. Looking forward to hearing you. We should do one of these remote jams.
Yeah, maybe next year.
All right. Well, I'll try to talk you into it. Well, hey, Ryan, appreciate it. Thanks for taking a couple minutes with me to talk, and I look forward to hanging out as soon as this breaks and we can all get together.
Yeah, Damien, appreciate it.